We install digital security lenses to verify our spaces are empty and safe. But as sensors become sharper, they suggest the opposite. This chart shows the complete electromagnetic spectrum. The thin slice in the middle represents the light humans perceive. We navigate our homes blind. But digital lenses process raw data across a wider spectrum, detecting infrared energy our brains filter out. The recent explosion of paranormal footage tracks directly with the adoption of highly sensitive digital hardware. By placing these objective digital witnesses in our homes, we are seeing what we used to simply walk past. A mother named Sarah experienced this firsthand. Late one night, she heard a musical toy activating on its own inside her daughter's nursery and grabbed her phone to investigate. When walking into the room to check the crib, she saw nothing out of the ordinary. Her daughter was fast asleep, and to her own eyes, the room was entirely empty. But her phone's digital sensor documented something else, a distinct, shadowy silhouette standing directly next to the crib in the dark. Sarah was physically in the room with whatever the sensor documented, standing close enough to touch something that for her wasn't actually there. Another parent, Nicholas Verrier, captured a similar unseen interaction exclusively through his smartphone. While filming his daughter, she calls out to an imaginary friend. At that moment, a heavy toy stroller rolls across the floor directly toward her. Nicholas posted a follow-up video showing there were no hidden strings or wires manipulating the toy. The object moved autonomously. Smartphone lenses are now documenting these imaginary interactions as physical events, moments where objects move with no apparent biological cause. Consumer-grade hardware repeatedly exposes a gap between what we perceive and physical events occurring around us. This sensory advantage extends to the audio spectrum. A young woman sitting in her dark apartment started recording after feeling like a presence was in the room with her. She successfully documented a disembodied voice echoing the word hello. Her phone's microphone picked up an acoustic frequency she couldn't track with her own ears. Within the paranormal community, this is often attributed to a mimic, a hypothesized entity that duplicates human audio patterns to trigger a fear response. Skeptics often point to these isolated incidents and argue that they are simply corrupted files or a single camera sensor malfunctioning. However, a bizarre incident in an Ohio neighborhood in 2026 presents a much more difficult puzzle for the glitch theory. Two entirely separate, unconnected home security networks simultaneously recorded an impossibly fast, dark physical anomaly moving through the exact same environment. When multiple, independent digital sensors record the identical physical anomaly at the exact same timestamp, it creates a redundant data point that is increasingly difficult to dismiss as a simple glitch. This hardware verification extends far beyond domestic security. Professional surveillance operations rely on the same sensor superiority, especially at volatile global checkpoints like the border between Syria and Jordan. The military utilizes advanced drones here to scan the landscape with powerful infrared, looking for unauthorized physical movements. During one patrol, a drone's infrared sensor locked onto a bright, glowing circular object hovering over the terrain. The footage shows the object executing impossible flight physics. It displays instantaneous acceleration, speeding up and slowing down, in a way that exceeds the structural limits of known human aircraft. Intelligence experts, including former U.S. Bureau for International Security analyst Merrick von Ranamp, reviewed the raw data. They officially classified the object as an unidentified anomalous phenomenon, ruling out standard aviation. Private sector data is mirroring these military captures. Camera operator Billy Kriak uses uncompressed 1200mm lenses to film identical sky anomalies with high bitrate clarity. Specialized thermal optics reveal these entities are not optical illusions, but physical objects emitting their own anomalous heat signatures. From home baby monitors to high-altitude thermal drones, the data suggests a persistent gap in our perception. Our digital lenses are documenting physical signatures we simply cannot see, leaving us to wonder what else we're missing in the spaces we think are empty.